Alright, this time we're going to make something with a little Christmas theme. We're going to make a Christmas carol. I've never done this before, so we'll see what happens. Okay, try a pinch pot again. I am going to worry about the cracks, so I think my clay's drying out as I'm working. So I'm going to add a little bit more moisture to it. Now, moisture is going to make it a little bit harder to work with for a minute, but it'll absorb it pretty quickly. And we're just going to keep turning. I'm going to dry my hands. Keep turning and pinching. This guy, what we want to make is we're going to make a real simple caroler, Christmas caroler. So we want a big mouth, big open mouth, pointed skyward, as if he's just singing his little heart out. There we are. See, my moisture's gone now. Put on there, and we're not getting so many cracks. Okay, so there's the mouth. So you're going to be singing something like that. So we give him a bit of a nose here like this. A little bit of water, smooth that off. Like that. Okay. Okay, so there's his little face. Set that down here on my board for a second. So now we'll make a couple of feet. Okay. We're going to cut that ball of clay in half. This. And now we have 2 feet, 2 big feet, like that, which we're going to flatten out just a little bit. So I'm kind of pinching back here on the back to make the heel and using my thumb to make the toe. So it's, he's going to have big feet, like this. So now we've got our 2 feet. You want it to be about the same size. Let me push this one down a little bit more. There. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna splay them out like this. I want to do this. I'm going to do it on my board so that I can move it, turn it around where I can see. I'm going to take one of these and dip it in a little bit of water, and then just push them together. A little splay foot like that. Wiggle, and you'll feel it kind of grab, and then they're together. And you see it becomes one piece of clay, which is really kind of cool. Okay, so now we got our little caroler here, and we're going to have him caroling toward the sky like this. So I'm going to wet right there on the bottom of his face, and come in here and make sure you guys can see, and push this down like this. Oops, I'm gonna have to move it forward a little bit so it doesn't fall over backwards. Okay, so there's our little guy singing to the sky. Okay, I can't believe I'm singing like that, but there we are. Okay, so now you got the little caroler. Now this is kind of got this counterbalance before. I mean, I've done this kind of thing before. Make sure that he's not going to tip over. Gets too far back, we're going to lose him, so I'm going to move his head up just a little bit like that. Okay. All right. So there's our little caroler. What we're going to do now, and we're going to put something on the bottom here anyway. So what we're going to do now, take another piece of clay, small piece, make a couple eyeballs. I'm going to wet this again, get a little bit of moisture on it. Wipe my hands off. Make another ball of clay. Funny, little kids do this all the time without even thinking about making these balls of clay, and it turns out to be one of the great techniques here for making stuff. So now we'll cut this in half. We're making 2 eyeballs here. Then take each of these and roll them out. Okay, make sure they're about the same size. Now this guy's got really big eyes. So we'll take the 2 little balls of clay, and we're going to dip them in water, get them wet, and we'll stick them on the side of the head here. His eyes are going to kind of bulge out a little bit like that, which is fine. Very big eyes, very tiny nose. Wiggle. Make sure you kind of tug on them, make sure they're going to stay. Let me see how it looks. Oh, I like that. Okay, now same technique again. Take the paintbrush, wet the end, insert it in, twist, and pull it right back out. It goes. Try it again. Push, twist, pull it right back out. Got our 2 eyeballs. I'm going to look where he's looking. He's kind of looking sideways. I'm going to change his eyeball where he's looking, like this. Okay. Cool. Alright. So there's his eyeballs. So now, what we'll do, let's give him some toes. This time I'm going to use, it's just a little rubber modeling tool. You can use anything. I'm just going to use this. I've got it at hand. Make some toes here for him. So we're just going to push down a couple times here. Once, twice, 3 times. Actually, I think I'm going to use the paintbrush again. I don't like that. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So now he's got 4 toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now let's see if we're going to make this a Christmas guy. First of all, he's singing. So get a piece of clay here. We're going to give him a tongue. All right. So wet the clay down again. Let's okay, this time I'm not going to make a ball so much. I'm going to sort of roll this. I'm going to roll a coil up in the air like this. It's going back and forth. And we're going to cut off part of this, just a little bit like that. And then we're going to flatten it down. I'm going to really flatten the back. We want a nice little tongue. We want it to kind of disappear back there. So there's his little tongue. Pull it up from the board. And now we're going to take that tongue. We're going to put it right in its mouth like this. Dip water. Put it in. It's sticking out a bit. That's fine. And we're going to smooth it. Use water on your finger. Smooth it down in the bag. Like that. Okay, I need to look for a second before I show you. And there's his nice little tongue where he's singing la la la.